Flight Dreams, a Mark Manning mystery, Book 1. Author, Michael Kraft. Publisher, Open Road Integrated Media, New York. Narrator, Eric Ost. The author thanks both Mitchell Waters and John Scognamiglio for their encouragement, wise counsel, and friendship. The story that unfolds on the following pages is the product of an active imagination. Characters, places, and organizations named herein are largely fictitious. Any similarity to real-world counterparts, however, is hardly coincidental, and readers are invited to draw any conclusions they wish, inflammatory or droll. MC. Part 1. October. 100 million at stake. Missing airline heiress will be declared dead in 3 months. By Mark Manning, Journal Investigative Reporter. October 1st, Chicago, Illinois. 3 months from today, January 1st, will mark 7 years since the unexplained disappearance of Helena Carter, sole heir to the late Ridgely Carter, founder of Carter Air. Considered by many analysts to be the nation's most profitable regional airline. The privately held corporation holds cash reserves estimated in excess of $100 million. Should Mrs. Carter's disappearance remain unexplained on January 1st, she will be declared legally dead and her fortune will be distributed according to the terms of a will, bequeathing the bulk of her estate to the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Chicago and a substantial sum to the Federated Cat Clubs of America, FCCA. Mrs. Carter disappeared from the grounds of her Bluff Shores estate, north of Chicago, on New Year's Day, nearly 7 years ago. The police investigation has been stymied from the start. If the heiress was abducted from her home, her captor left no evidence of the deed. If, on the other hand, Mrs. Carter disappeared of her own volition, she left no clues as to her motive or destination. Jerry Klein, Chief Operating Officer of Carter Air and executor of Helena Carter's estate, has recently persuaded the courts to allow the estate to increase its reward offer to $500,000 for information leading to knowledge of the whereabouts of the heiress. Whether living or dead, police have dismissed numerous new leads generated by the offer, characterizing the informants as either cranks or frauds. With the approach of the 7-year deadline, wide speculation has grown that Mrs. Carter was murdered, and one of the city's news organizations has openly named a suspect amid rhetorical calls for justice. The Journal's investigation, however, has revealed no evidence to corroborate these accusations, and it is the position of this newspaper that Helena Carter must logically be presumed alive. Gay Mysteries audiobooks. I think it is easy to hate a label, but a face humanizes the word. So this effort is twofold: to offer comfort to those like myself that your world didn't end because you don't fit into the view of acceptable society on both sides, and in hopes of helping those with family that are LGBTQ, that it doesn't mean we are aliens from the child they once knew. Reassure them so they can maybe be supportive at the same time, being true to their values.